Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 15 of this luxury modern condominium. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to send our Revit model to Twinmotion. I showed you how to do it by using DataSmith, and then you imported it from Twinmotion. So now what we're gonna do is we were able to add all the material, and then especially all the cars, to make our building look populated. So now I'm just going to add this material right here. So I'm just gonna do a metal material, matte chrome right there, and then here we need maybe a wood material. So I'm gonna add that one right there, and maybe a chrome materials right here. There we go. Maybe a different one. This one looks nice, so I'm happy with that. And then we have all this one already ready. We need to go back right here, and then we need to go to our user library. I believe I don't have the user library on this one, but I'm gonna move some of my user library on the previous Twinmotion, because usually when you have a Twinmotion, it actually needs a different user library from different version, so you need to keep on moving it. So the way that works is you just need to go to the location. So usually you find the location. Let me see, changes, user preference. Give me a second. Yeah, so just click on preference, and then the custom path. So user library is located on this. So I have different ones like you see here. So I'm just going to go to 2023.2. That's where I need to drop all. So 2023.2, I believe I have it maybe right here. Cloud library, that's the other. We need Quixel, then, or we need this one right here. So it's all about just moving where you can see the materials. So I'm gonna look for it and then see how I'm going to add it there. So actually I put it right here because I know this is keep on changing all the time. So I created Twinmotion materials, and then you just need to redirect it on here. So select folder and then press OK, and then now we need to restart Twinmotion. So here I'm just gonna save it, and then I'm gonna close it, and then I'll put it back. So now I have it ready here, and then as you can see, we have all the previous stuff that we have. So that's the way I do it. I don't keep on copying each and every one. I just have a central file for all of this ready, because the crazy part is they always change the version, and then every time they do that, I need to move or create a copy from the previous one. So instead I created just a central file for that. So here I have buildings, and then here what I usually do is just drop all of those, and then the good thing about this one is you can always reuse all of this. By the way, I got it from I got this building from 3D warehouse. So you just need to Google 3D warehouse and sign up, and then just type in modern buildings, and this is only for background, so it's something that you don't need to be specific. So just look for a building that looks nice and realistic, and just choose those ones, and you're good to go. I usually make sure to change it up, change some variation, and for example here, and then maybe a taller building. I even have, so this one is, it's a nice building right here, nice looking building, so that's why I like using this one. And sometimes I lower it a bit so that nothing shows up. There we go. And just by doing that, you can see that you basically showcase the building itself, and you just need to, so I kinda don't like this this part here. Why? Because I want this one to stand out proper. So I'm just gonna delete this and maybe just showcase it like that, because we need to show this one right there. Maybe I could put in a taller building like this, just to hide the background. Something like that. But give it some gap, so at least we have something like that. It's very subtle at the back, but it still showcased this building right here, and you can have it like that. Nice building look. And then one thing we can do is we could go and isolate our floors. So if you see number 4, that is a green floor that we used, so we could isolate those. I believe and then the only problem is we have some grass right here as well. So what I'm gonna do to make it easier for me is to go to populate, and then foliage, and then scatter. Let's go, oh, I keep on pressing that one, but just go to the vegetation, and then we have grass here, long grass, add this one right there, and then we could put in some clover if we want to, and then here we could select the size, even the details you can put in if you want to. But right now I'm just going to click on scatter, and then I'm going to select this one right here. Oh, give me a second. So just click on populate, and then click on scatter, and then choose again right here. Oops. So scatter, choose long grass, and then the clover again, and just click right here. Select those and then click scatter tool, and then just nicely click it right there. And the only problem with this one is it goes over. It's nice, it's easy, but it goes over what you want to. So maybe I'm gonna undo this. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a long grass. I think that's good. That's much better, or a lawn grass. So I'm just going to try it first and see how it looks. So it's very subtle, the grass, and as you can see, it's showing nicely. They're very small, but at least it's being added. It's not overgrown and everything like that. I'm gonna change the speed to probably 3 or 4. Number 4. I'm just going to go right here and see if everything is being added. So if you have something big like this, I think this is the best way of adding, and you don't need to isolate. Then just double check everything, and I believe everything is good. Lastly, let's just check this one. And then lastly here as well, believe we covered everything after that. The same thing right there, and then I think that's good enough. So now let's just go right here, press escape multiple times. You can go back to library, and then you can prepare the view of the building now. So now let's just zoom in right here. I think I'm going to make this one my first. Go to ambience. I'm going to change the effect, the environment. I'm going to change the weather, and then here I'm going to try and increase the exposure. So I'm going to increase the exposure and also environment intensity. Something like that. I think that's good enough. And then if you like the way this one looks, and then let's try and do the contrast, and then saturation, and then here I'm going to So just move it like that, and then I'm gonna zoom it a little bit so that the car is not affecting the side or the view, or we could just delete that as well. So just to have this like that, I'm going to go to media, and I'm gonna make that my first view. So we could just remove the rendering first. Something like that. Click right here, first image, and we could change the focal depth or focal length like that. So everything looks nice. And then here you can do a refresh, and you can change this one to high, and then refresh again. And then before you go and change the view, let's do on this side now. I'm gonna put it in the middle like this. Make sure this is the midpoint, and just click right here, and then make sure to go back, and then just put it to high. Here, put it to high as well. So that's ready to be rendered. And then go refresh, and then refresh right here, and do another one, so number 3, but click here first and move it. Of course, we need to add in some trees, so I'm just going to refresh this and add in the refresh, and then quit media. We could add the trees under vegetation, and we could do it manually for now. So for example, this, and then just add it manually like that. Space it out if you want, but I just want to manually do it so that I know the spacing, and I can manipulate this. And then we could put this one right there, and then a different one like this on this side, just to change it up. And then I'm going to add in between, and then let's add it on this side. So I'm just adding the same one. I don't want to change it anymore because I just want it to be consistent, and most of the time it's like that. They do some variation on this side, and let's put this thing right here and press escape, and then select that, and then click tab, and then put this one right here, and maybe we could put 15 of that. Even though it's all the way there, that's fine. It's not something that we're gonna see, so we're gonna change the speed right here, and then just select this one all the way right here to be deleted. So now we just need to select this, and then select So hold on, I'm just going to select one by one and then delete it. And then we could just put something like that, and then right here. And there you go. We could now double check, and as you can see, you need to review everything so that it doesn't affect the building perspective. There we go. So just double check each and every one, and then here this one affects this, so just zoom it. And we're good with that. And then here as well. So here we're good with the way this one looks. Probably going to just add a 3 on those. So let's go to 5 and then add some 3s at the back right here, just to add. So here, I'm gonna go and then maybe add 4 more, just to have that background right there. So now if we check, we have some 3s at the background, which is nice. And let's do maybe a view that is, so let's quit on that, and then let's maybe create a view something like this to showcase the zigzag form, a much better view of the zigzag. And then here, and then click, make sure this is on high, and then you can refresh. And then let's go to, so video, let's go right here and then click. Of course it shouldn't be this bright, so let's go add, zoom it here, click there, and then put this one at 7 seconds. Let's rotate this, so put a keyframe, this one right there, and then like this. And then we could do from low to high, and then put 7 seconds. And then zooming part, very subtle, maybe 5 seconds, and then doing like this, maybe just to showcase the building a lot. So I'm gonna do this and then something like that. I'm gonna do maybe 4, and then something like this. And then just zooming there, and then 5 seconds. And then once you're ready, we could go back right here, duplicate this, and then rename the first one to be show real. And then click here. This one should be shorts, and then go back here, change this one to custom, and then change this to 700 and then here to 1000, and then go to export, save this first, and then just add those images and video, select all, and then here select all, and then just press start export and you're good to go. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.